Guys, how's it going? It's episode 73 of Keeping It Real. Oh, the mic's not on. Or is it on? Hello? Hello? Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay, I think we're good now. Guys, welcome to episode 73 of Keeping It Real. I'm your host, Jackkadis. And today we're going to catch up on my diary from 1 year ago. It's currently March 11th. And we're going to start back at, I don't know where we'll start. Where will we start? We'll find out. Let's start, what did I read? I think I read that. Okay, I have not read this. Okay, here we go. Jack on February 29th of 2024, written by Jack of February 29th in 2024, read by Jack of March 11th, 2025. February 29th. Here is Thursday. Also, lately I've been thinking, I really want to write scripts and stuff, and, there's just so much I want to do. I just really love YouTube. Okay, here is Thursday. So today is Thursday. I finished math class. I got to bed pretty early last night. That's pretty awesome. But what is going on today? Well, I'm in the STEM center, not doing any work, so I'm going to do work now, and then get back to you later. Here is later. I convinced myself for all names, it's going to be blank. If there's multiple names overlapping, I'll do blank 1, blank 2. Unless, certain names I'll let fly, because the people that I'm still close to, it's so tricky, because I hate to, by saying blank, I feel like I'm throwing shade on, a particular person, but I'm not. I've just found that I think sometimes people don't like to be mentioned. But you know what, dude? It's 3:09. Well, what does the time have to do with it? I'm feeling crazy. I'm reading all names. I'm not saying any blanks. Because, yes, it's your name, but this is my episode and my life. I never wrote anything bad about anybody. If anything, it's just embarrassing to me because, I have, crushes for people, Okay, here we go. Names are included. All right, here's later. I convinced myself that Anna Kate, in parentheses, the cute girl I introduced myself to yesterday, would be here. Yesterday, the parentheses that ended after yesterday would be here. Start new parentheses, where we met yesterday. That's where I was, in parentheses. She is not. LOL. Also, I realized as I was walking here, I was like, I'm going to read a book, but I don't even read. So it's funny that now as I sit down and I think of how I was saying I was going to read, I must have been telling myself that for no reason other than to mask how I was walking all the way to the library just for a girl on the off chance that I would see her in the same place as I did yesterday. I make myself laugh. Anyway, I think my plan for the rest of the day contains of me going to the Apple store to get myself a new watch band. I was going to leave it for tomorrow, but now I'm thinking I should do it today. As tomorrow, I'll be going to the beach with the boys, directly after studying pre-calculus. Sam just called. He's going to meet me here at Hill, and then we will walk together to the Standard, and we will drive to Mimi's house, take down her lights, and drive to the mall to get my new band. It's going to be so cool. Dang, I remember how much fun, I remember how excited I was for Sam to come with me to do that. I should also say that I went to the STEM center after class, mainly just to see if I would run into the one girl from way earlier. And on top of that, I think I went just thinking it would be a good way to kill time before coming to the library to hopefully run into Anna Kate. I don't think that I should be thinking this way. I think I should be doing things for myself only. But also, I don't know. I don't think I need to be thinking about what I need to be thinking about. Clip that sentence, and that is this is so awesome reading it. I need to start keeping these logs every day so I can come back in a year and read. You know what I'm saying? I need to write for 30 minutes a day because this is amazing. This is amazing. So let's reread that sentence. I don't think I need to be thinking about what I need to be thinking about. I think I'm doing pretty good in terms of life right now. So I plan to just keep it up and chill on out. Dash CNSNL skit in Horny Little Dork. That's the name of the skit. I will definitely be watching that after this episode. Okay, I don't want to be a horny little dork. Oh my God. I feel that if I am myself and I can do things I need to do, feel good about my accomplishments, and truly just be the best version of me before I meet my significant other, then this will not happen to me? ? I think a lot about sex and intimacy in a relationship. And really often I think to myself, I just don't see the point in sex unless it's like rip your clothes off, neither of us can hold it back anymore, or to have a baby. The first of those two is something that would most likely be rare. If neither one is happening, no sex. If neither one is happening, if neither one of those is happening, no sex, period. I feel like some people have sex just to have it. That is something I don't like. Sex is an extremely vulnerable act in which both parties reveal themselves in ways that they don't even realize to the other. The hyper-awareness of this vulnerability is often the root cause of misunderstandings that pour into breakups. This is the way that I see it. Well, it's interesting. No longer am I reading anymore. I'm talking from me. As of the way I see it was the last thing that was written down. I think I was like looking outwards when in reality I was like, I think a common thing for me is the imposter syndrome. Just kind of like the way I was raised and like the trauma I gave to myself through like weed abuse is like I oftentimes found myself like not feeling like myself, or like, I don't know, in times of intense like loss or mistake or whatever, I like disconnect myself. And then in times of like great accomplishment and realization, I also disconnect myself. So I think what we're reading here is me having great accomplishment and realization. I mean, even though I didn't address it directly in the writing, I think what I was saying was that I didn't like my personal relationship with sex, and that I wish that I had, I wish that I gave it more, I wish that I can't find the words, but listeners out there will probably know what I'm scratching at here. I wish that I treated it like how I was describing it, which is like something that's important and, vulnerable and like bonding for two parties. I wish I treated it more like that and less like, smoking a cigarette. So I try to like, I think what I try to do here is I try to like figure out a solution going forward. Like how I said I would often think to myself, I just don't see the point in sex unless it's like rip your clothes off or to have a baby. It's like I try to like put it into a place. Like I try to like say, well, I don't really understand why people do this unless it's for A or for B, and then we can like move off there, right? But what needs to happen is I need to look inwards and be like, I don't understand why everyone I've ever had sex with is no longer in my life anymore, and it's like. I'm not allowed to speak to them. And like, it's like, yeah, the only people that I feel like I'm on good terms, like, but I feel like generally I like to have the feeling that I can call anybody anytime. Like my best boy, Isaac, he's, I love that fucking guy. And anytime I can just like call him. My boy, Grayson Woods, I can just call that man, Walker, David, Sam, Zach, Jose, and like any guy's name. Like there's never been a guy like I can call Thomas, Jose. I can call people like I could call people Andrew, Pete. I can just call anybody, like any of the guys that I've ever met in my entire life. I could just call up, right? And I guess I could call up the girls I've had sex with too. I don't really know what I'm getting at here. Once again, I think I'm trying to like make rules or like create some sort of foundation to go off of, but that's not really how to approach this. Maybe that's not how I should be approaching this. you just want I have no idea. Um, anyway, moving forward. A note for this day left on this day. I put the dates that my notes are left on, and this was a note for today left on today, which is kind of interesting because I don't think I ever do that again. I totally beasted my 30-day challenge. I'm on my last day of the month, and my ring is halfway full. I have filled my fitness ring every single day this month. I now plan to make it 2 more months, and then give myself a new 30-day challenge. I am very proud of myself. I did jumping jacks at 11:45 when I was really tired. I went on long walks in the morning. I biked, ran, and played soccer, and I should really take today to pat myself on the back. I deserve it. I set myself a goal, and I accomplished it. This is fantastic. Well done, Jack. Thank you, Jack. That's written, by the way. I wrote down thank you, Jack. That's not me saying it. Okay. March 1st, Wrightsville Beach. Last night was pretty gray. I'll say it was probably better than the days past, but it still was not very chill in terms of the way I felt. I think that my emotional state gets sort of battered each day, and then is reset when I go to bed. Maybe not reset, but cleaned off. I don't know. I did not make it into the shower last night, and this morning I woke up, went right to the library, and now here I sit. The big group just came in to sit in the area that I was in, and I was taking up a table for 4 right next to them, so I decided I could get up and move, and they all said thank you. I like people. I think it's my number one favorite thing. I need to find ways to do more things with people, large groups, big committees. Spaces in which people gather are spaces in which I want to be. How can I make it to places with more people? Well, for starters, I had a math study group I was supposed to go and lead today, and I did not. What's the deal with that? I have no motivation. But it should not be motivation that is my driver to get up and move. It should be discipline. While I sit here and write, I feel depressed. Why am I alone? Why can I not figure out how to satisfy myself? This life is hard, and right now it feels like it is beating me down with a large stick. Now I will go to the beach with my boys, and I'm worried that I will be an awful friend that never smiles. Hold on. Okay, testing. And I am worried that I will be an awful friend that never smiles and just is gray the whole time. I honestly feel so broken and low that I barely want to move. I don't even know how I got to the library or even got dressed. Last night I downloaded Instagram and Hinge and just scrolled my mind away. I even watched porn. I also watched porn when I woke up this morning. What is the point? Why am I this way? Why can I not just do the things I know I need to do in order to be fulfilled? I just want to stop typing and stare at a wall, not do anything, motionless, thoughtless, and careless. March 2nd, not Wrightsville Beach. All right, so as you may have been able to concur based on yesterday's reading, I was not doing too well. Important mentions are that we drank at the beach. We played a drinking game with vodka shots and Texas Hold'em poker. The moment we began talking about doing this, my mood switched intensely. The entire car ride there, I had been in a mood described in the before entry, but then I lit up and was laughing and having fun, and so on. The moment we started drinking, and so on the moment we started drinking. Now, that is to be expected, but I should mention a few other things also. I was already kind of in a better mood after walking around the island with the boys and showing them around. So it was not a complete bipolar mood switch. I guess I am describing this, or at least thinking about this, in parentheses, if it was a complete bipolar switch, as a bad thing. Like, my mood should not swing that hard that fast. I guess it's not a bad thing, but it is worth noting. Also, being that I did drink, I did not drink too much. We played a game, so I drank when I was supposed to and stopped when the game ended. That is something that I am proud of. It was fun, and after the game ended, I did ask Zach or Sam, yes, I asked them separately, if they wanted to take another shot with me. Thankfully, they both said no. And after they said no, I did not drink anymore. I slept on the couch while the 3 of them got beds. That is something that I will never bring up or mention, but I can write in here that is some bullshit. I actually did bring that up and mention it to them, and I have since. And they should recognize it and say thank you. It was my family's place. I should have taken a bed, but I did not, and that was my choice. So I guess it really wasn't bullshit. I was happy to take the couch, and I love those guys. So, this morning, we woke up and headed home. I cleaned myself up, went and watched the Hurricanes blow a 2-0 lead with a final score of 3-4. Can you believe that? I like to tell myself that they were saving themselves for the playoffs. I had a good rest of my day. I said hey to a cute girl. I was so nervous I forgot what she told me her name was. She was studying physics for her second exam and she smiled at me when I said hello and goodbye. Right now, I want to type out a letter to Lexi. I just watched this movie that made me feel certain ways. Then I think I shouldn't. I don't know what to do. I think I write her one single thing and let that be the end of it. Yeah, I'm going to write something that I feel proud of sending. Then once sending it, I let that be it. Like in the movie, it should be a purge type of feeling. One where I know I have said what I need to and let it be done. Although last time I took love inspiration from a movie, I fell in love with Sophie, and that did not turn out well. Okay, well, I'm going to write it below this entry. I will do this instead of creating a new document because this is a sacred document to me. Sacred, Jesus Christ. If it turns out that I find myself writing things I don't mean or things I don't want to send, then I will not send them and let them stay here. All right, this is kind of hard to read. I'm not going to lie. Lexi, I value. Dash. See, I don't even know where to start. Let me try again. Lexi, comma. I would like to address the last, and that's actually written there. I'm not just saying that. I'm trying to just push through and read this. I would like to address the last couple of times I have reached out to you. I am extremely embarrassed and ashamed. You have been very kind in, there's lots of like spelling errors. In responding in the manner that you have. While it is extremely contradictory to the nature of this message, I write to you now once again for my own well-being. You should know that the long letter I sent you was AI assisted. Okay, so I'd already sent a long letter to her. You should know that the recent texts I sent you were wrong for me to send. This is really bad, guys. Now I consider all the ways I hurt you. I think of moments when I took your feelings and threw them on the floor. While it has been convenient for me to blame this on circumstance, I can no longer let myself do so. I write to you now simply to say sorry. I will forever be sorry, and nothing will ever change this. What? I was a horrible person to you. Okay, now I'm stuck again. I wrote that. I like both the lines that start with, you should know. I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe I'll just write that? Okay, then I start again. Lexi, I have written and rewritten this letter 3 times now. I apologize in advance for ignoring your wish to sever ties. Jack, this is really bad, bro. But I hope you can understand I need you to read these few words. Well, we push forward and learn from our mistakes. The letter, actually, maybe I don't have to keep reading if I don't want to. You know what I mean? Yeah, maybe let's just highlight this line and we can come back to it and start at the same place later. I don't want to keep reading. Whew, Jesus, I did not think that was going to... We did not even make it close to March 11th. All right, X out of that tab. That was really uncomfortable for me to read. I wish I could go back in time and grab myself by the throat. On a different note, I think I flashed the camera on yesterday's episode. Thanks to Mom for finding that. And what I'm doing now is trying to blur it through the YouTube editor instead of taking everything down. I think... I mean, what if I just blur the whole damn thing? I mean, if I just blur from 30 minutes to 45 minutes, then like we're good to go. Okay, let's just try that. Hours, minutes, seconds, frames. We'll do 00 colon 30 minutes colon 00 seconds 00 frames 0 colon 45 colon 0000. That should fix it. That should fix it. And that was a nice distraction. I do not want to think about what I just read. Holy shit. I mean, did you hear that? I can't even believe that I just read that shit. I mean, it is how I felt at the time. Like, can't deny that. Like, I genuinely did. Like, I remember that. Like, a year ago today, I was like, I remember that feeling. It's like it's like I had, like, somebody had to tell me that they love me back. Like, I didn't even care who. Like, whew. Yeah, now I can confidently say that I would rather die alone than like do whatever the hell I just read again. Oh my God, that was crazy. I can't believe I read that. But was it that? I don't know, man. Was it that bad? Yes. Was it that bad? Yes. I mean, it's pretty bad. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I read it and I feel like that's enough. I don't think I want to keep thinking and talking about it. But then you're like, oh, well, if you want to avoid thinking and talking about it, then like maybe you should think and talk about it. But like, no, I think that like maybe I thought and talked about it enough today. And that's cool. You can always revisit things later. I watched the first episode of Severance today. Pretty awesome. You know what I could do to make me feel better right now, I feel like, is I could break a rule. And that rule is usually I like to keep keeping it real its own thing. And I like to keep other things their own thing. But right now, it's really late at night. I have work today. And I just want to be done with this whole thing. So I feel like I want to use the remainder of this episode to finish my social media for today. Like what I want to do is, this is something I'm currently doing. And what I usually do, right, is I usually finish this and then like simultaneous, like it's like usually, but I can do both things at once if I like cheat. Like you might get a less engaging keeping it real episode, but I will get what I want. I mean, this is all about what I want anyway. You know what I mean? It's like, this is my show. I can do whatever the hell that's always been what it is. I can do whatever the hell I want, which is kind of freeing. And I do believe I'm moving towards a place where like I actually am creating something like that's worth something. Hey, we're 5 subscribers away from 500. And that is 2 out of 3 requirements to be partnered with YouTube. Soon there will be a button below these videos that will say, thanks, and you can click on it and you can donate to me. My direct deposit will be linked to this account, and that's kind of amazing. And so we're pushing towards that goal, and we're going to get there. But until then, I want to make sure, and after then, and always, I want to always be making sure I enjoy this. If I don't enjoy it, then simply put, I'm going to stop. So to enjoy this the most right now, I'm going to try my best to continue having this be an engaging episode of Keeping It Real, episode 73, whilst filming my YouTube video that's 10 minutes long. So I'll probably start that right now. And then I will make 4 YouTube shorts. And then after I do that, I'll make 6 clips for the thing that I do before my YouTube videos, the 10-minute vlogs, like my intro. And then after that, I will edit everything, post everything, and hopefully we'll get it all done before this episode of Keeping It Real is over, so that when it ends, all I have to do is edit this episode, post it, and I can just sit on the couch for 30 minutes while it renders, and then I can click post, and then we're good. So first things first, what I need, and I guess how I'm going to keep this engaging and how I'm going to make sure I'm not going mute is I will be narrating every step of the way. I'm going to like narrate my process, narrate what I'm doing. I'm probably going to set my camera up like behind Keeping It like I'm probably going to, you'll see. Ready? Here we go. The only thing I'm just going to get up really fast and run to grab the battery from my camera, then set my camera up, press record for 10 minutes, and I'll kind of be like looking both ways. I'll have cameras on both sides of me. Okay, hold on. And I also have an Instagram reel. Okay. What's up, YouTube? You're looking at the back of my head because this is in the middle of an episode of Keeping It Real. Sorry. I don't know why I'm sorry. I'm not sorry at all. That's just the way we're doing this. It's late at night, and your boy wants to go to bed. So while I do my best to keep the mic close to my face, I will continue talking. And now I'm going to be doing, this is I think a first, 3 videoception. I'll be making reels whilst I am filming a YouTube video and a podcast episode. I mean, hey, if nothing else, man, this is as efficient as it gets. Let's put in an SD card. I use this DJI Action 4 Pro for my YouTube Shorts lately because it has a vertical camera mode, and it does a really funny looking fisheye effect when you get it really close to your mouth. All right, let's do it. What up, YouTube? First and foremost, I want to say that I have a lot of energy when I do these because I find that makes retention higher and gives me more views, and I'm just a soulless view sucker. All I want is views. Check this out. We're live. This is a 10-minute YouTube video right now, and on the other side, we're live again. This is a 1-hour Keeping It Real episode. Pretty crazy, I know. It's like, Jack, chill. And I like to do like 23 seconds for the shorts, for no other reason than my best performing shorts have been about that long. All right, here we go. Yo, it's me again. Remember yesterday when my fire alarm went off? You guys loved that one. Shout out to Samuel Babbitt. Gave a comment that I loved. It said you should freestyle to it. Dude, love the interaction, love the participation, and just big shout out to you, man. And a big shout out to everybody else that subscribes, man. I really love you guys. All right, peace out. As you can see, when I press record, I just say the first thing that comes to my mind. So I'm going to do it again. Yo, we are 5 subscribers away. 5 subscribers away from 500 subscribers. Now, I'd never ask anyone to subscribe because that's just not my mojo. But I do suspect that by the end of the night, we're going to hit it. And that's just crazy because we used to have 0. As people that post videos know, 500 is part of the 3-step milestone to get your channel partnered. So soon enough, you'll be able to donate to me, but I do not want your money. And here's the 4th and final. Here's my 4th and final YouTube short for tonight. I'd like to show you that there's 3 cameras on me simultaneously right now. There's this GoPro, and then filming me, film myself with this GoPro, there's this Canon R5, and then filming me, film myself on this GoPro, filming myself on this Canon R5 is this Canon XA70. I am live on a 10-minute YouTube video for March 11th. This is episode 73 of Keeping It Real on March 11th, and this is a YouTube short that's gone on too long. Good night. Yeah, so that's that. And I want to keep an eye on this camera because when it gets to 10 minutes, I'm going to turn it off. But while it cranks towards 10 minutes. And sorry, you're going to get the back of my head, but that's just kind of what it's going to be. I'm going to pop the SD card out of this thing and edit my videos while still trying to engage an audience. So let's do that. These are micro SD cards, which means they're smaller than what you normally get. Hold on. I'm going to walk you through this. So first I have to eject. Because it's a micro SD card, it doesn't go into the Mac without a adapter, and that adapter looks like a normal size SD card with a little slot in the tip for a micro, like this. So I'm gonna turn. What I should do is turn the light on behind me so that the Canon can see me better, but that's just not gonna happen. All right, now we're gonna put this in the computer. I use a website, a Microsoft-powered website called Clipchamp to subtitle my videos because it's free. And it is free, and that's like just about all you can ask for. I don't actually, I don't necessarily, well, I can say this. My best performing YouTube shorts have had subtitles, so I'm going to stick with what I believe works, and that is subtitling. And I also just think it's kind of nice with my high energy to have subtitles. It's like gives your eyes something to bounce around for. So the SD card is inserted. I go to the file. I grab all 4 of the videos I just took. And wait, did I make 5 just now? What is this one? Okay, harmonize with me. Ready? 3? No, I did not say harmonize with me tonight. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then I go to the end. Big shout out to Pete right now. I know there was a time in an earlier episode where I was doing something on my computer, and at work you told me, hey, you should screen record and throw it on the screen. Yeah, you're totally right. I should. Moving on, I click the first video, drag it down to the timeline, click captions in the top right, try now, transcribe media, give it about 2 seconds to load, hit play, make sure it works, and it did. Export 1080p and watch. It has a very nice export animation. It like plays the video. It looks like a time lapse. It goes right up top to my Chrome downloaded section. That's where I like to drag when I upload to YouTube. Go back to the timeline, delete it, drag the next one. Click captions. Oh, it's me again. Check that they're on. Export. Wait for the bar. Pretty simple stuff. Keep editing. Delete from the timeline. Drag the next one. Make sure captions are on. You've seen it. You've seen it. And you're probably going to recognize that voice clip from what you just heard me say because, that's what I film myself. I post it, Go back, delete from the timeline, drag a new one down, click play. Make sure captions are on. And they are. Export 1080p. Loading, and loaded. Now I open a new tab, go to YouTube, click create. Is it create? Yes, create, upload video, start with the first one, and then you want to delete. It has an auto title from the file save from Clipchamp, so delete that, write your own title. I'm going to write there is no way. You just write whatever you want to write. Delete the default description that I have on all my videos that I need to change in settings but still haven't. I'll read it out to you next time. Next one up, I'm going to title this one, of course, I'm going to title this one LeBron James is King. And then I'm going to delete the description that reads, this line is the only part of the description that was actually custom written for this video. I just found out there is an upload defaults page in YouTube settings, which is crazy. February 3rd, 2025. It is no longer February 3rd, and all I want to actually be custom written, or all I want for every video is my links to Instagram, TikTok, and such. So I'm not deleting those links. I'm just deleting that little part of the description. And then I click next, publish. And think about what I'm going to title the third to last YouTube short that I'm about to upload, which I am now dragging and dropping. And I'm deleting the title, writing #Jack, #Kadis, #jackkadis. You want to make sure people can find you on Google. Am I right, people? I saw a YouTube video recently about how Google is becoming a really crappy search engine due to people gaming the system and making it so their stupid ads come up when you search for something that wasn't their stupid ads. Advertising advertising this and that. LeBron James in the description, because why not? I just farted. So now I've finished all 4 of my YouTube shorts for today. Let's hope one of them gets 10,000 views. Next up, I am going to, what am I going to do? I still have an Instagram reel. This video is about to hit 10 minutes, so we'll stop that, I think. And after we stop that, we will do the 6 clips on the camera. And I'll bring the camera. I think I'll hold the camera for that one maybe. Because I want to keep my voice being recorded for the keeping it real. And yeah, so like when it's close to 10 minutes, I like to give myself say a little goodbye, you know. And we're at 9:05 right now. So, hey everybody, I'm looking at you now. If you are someone that likes to watch the 10-minute stuff and never clicks on keeping it real, leave a comment, because my perception of things is like, which one am I more passionate about in this moment? And lately it's been keeping it real. So I always when I look at my own YouTube homepage, I'm like, nice, keeping it real episodes every day. And like these 10-minute videos are just 10-minute videos, but I don't stop doing them because not everybody has an hour every day. So I hope you enjoyed this one. I'm really excited to be done with all this as usual, but it's, of course, every time I finish this and when I'm not doing this, all I think about is this. It's like the first episode of the show Severance that I just watched. When you're at work, you're thinking about not being at work. And when you're not at work, you're thinking about being at work. Interesting stuff. That's been 10 minutes. I'll see you later. All right, now for the 6 clips. It's pretty simple. I'm going to make this tripod lower so I can reach it. I'm going to tilt it up towards me. All right, make sure the mic's still at my mouth, because once again, we're trying to keep this Keeping It Real episode engaging. You know how it go. Okay, so what we're doing now before I do it is we're doing something that I started doing, I think, about 4 months ago now. Probably 2 or 3 months ago now, where I create sort of a structure for the beginning of each YouTube video. Like when a YouTube video plays and you see what you're about to see me record, you know it's one of my YouTube videos. And what I'm doing is filming 7 clips. Now, there's no criteria for what I say. And on days like this, where I just want to get everything done, I just say, this is clip number 1, this is clip number 2, this is clip number 3. So I know what clip I'm on. And it's a very 2-second clip and I can just get it done with. And then you'll see me edit it, I guess. You'll see as it goes along how it comes out and all that. So, here we go. Here's clip number 1. Here's clip number 2. Here's clip number 3. Here's clip number 4. Hey, everybody, you're watching clip number 5. Clip number 6. Clip number 7. Lately, I've been trying to do stuff with this camera without looking at the viewfinder. This is my nicest camera, and the screen is very high quality as well, and I'm always very close to it when I'm filming. So I always find myself staring at myself, which means I'm looking a little bit to the right of the lens, and that's not good for 2 reasons. One, us as human beings are not meant to look at ourselves this much. I mean, mirrors used to not exist, and you'd be lucky if you caught a glimpse of yourself in a still body of water every once in a while. 2, well, that one kind of carries into it makes you narcissistic. 2, it makes for a bad video, because if you're not looking at the camera, then it's like, where are you looking? Yeah. So turn the camera off, turn the mic off because the mic is battery operated. Pop the SD card out, which is different than most SDs. This one also needs an adapter, but it's because it's too big. This is a Extreme Pro CF Express. So this is a CF Express card. If anyone knows what that is, then you know. It has very fast read and write speed, and It's very fun to work with, but if you leave this adapter plugged into the computer, even if it's ejected, it will get very, very hot very quickly. And I always feel really guilty when I come home from work or from being outside of the house for a long time and I find that I did not unplug this right here, because then I realize that it's just been super hot. And it's like I feel like it's bad for the life of the card, you know? So I'm going to plug that in, have the realization that I've already gotten my shorts done, so we're well on our way to being done with everything. We're about 45% of the way through this podcast episode, so I think we're in great shape, especially having the 10-minute YouTube video done. So now we're just going to edit, and I'm going to try and keep you guys following along with me whilst I edit. We drag the pyramid of intro clips to the top left of the screen. I like to clear out everything on the right of the screen. And then I open up my card, open up 100 Canon, that's the folder that it stores to, find the 10-minute clip, which is, interesting. Okay, the thumbnails just hadn't loaded yet. That scared me.
All right.
So here's that. Drag it to the bottom of column 1. There's clip 1, column 1, clip 2, column 2, clip 3, column 3, clip 4, column 4, clip 5, column 5, clip 6, column 6, and clip 7 is now the first clip in column 7. So now I'm going to drag my mouse over column 1, highlight everything within it, double click new folder with selection, which is 8 items. That's the 7 clips from the 7 days, plus the extra 10-minute segment that we did today, which is the bulk of today's episode. Delete the placeholder name, write the date, which is 3/10/25. I accidentally titled yesterday's folder 3/10/25. And funny thing, if you're working with DaVinci Resolve and you drag and drop folders into the timeline, if you then change the name of the folder whilst the folder contents are being worked on, you are going to lose access to all that folder's content within your timeline, because changing the name whilst DaVinci Resolve is actively accessing it, DaVinci Resolve just all of a sudden can't figure out where it went. Now, I think that's an Apple issue, I would guess. I think Apple, like on the creation of a folder, should give like some sort of internal ID, and I'm sure that it does. So maybe it's a DaVinci Resolve issue. But I just think, these machines are too advanced, and the programmers get paid too much at this day and age. Something this simple should be fixed. It's a bug, I believe. Just changing the name of a folder should not disconnect it from all programs using it. There should be some internal ID that is not the physical name displayed to you, But maybe there is benefits to like the physical ID being tied to the name, or maybe there's not a physical ID. I don't know. If you're an Apple engineer or you work for DaVinci Resolve, let me know. So back to it. I'm dragging the folder, dropping it. I highlight all the clips all at once, and because they're all on the same camera using the same time code, it pastes nicely, meaning all my short clips are at the start where they're supposed to be for the intro, and all I have to do is play through them and clip out all the silence, because the beginning of the YouTube video is the hook.
Number 1.
So it's just a bunch of me. As you can see, lately I've just been trying to get this done with, aside from this one right here, which the mic wasn't on, but I left in because,
5.
that's what happened. And what we do here is record me. We don't, it's
2.
That's, I guess it's like I'm building my niche here. I don't know how to, and then the video starts. Now I have a folder in the top right of my desktop titled Diala. And this folder contains all of the free songs that Diala, the artist, has uploaded to YouTube Studio. And I just drag and drop whichever one catches my eye. So today we're dragging and dropping Sofa.
Okay.
And that one sounds like that. So I'm going to let it play in that silence after I say okay. And right when the music comes in, I'm also going to add the date in bold text. Now this is something that I am trademarking as my thing, but it is, I 100% am taking it from Casey Neistat. It's kind of like an honorary thing.
What's up, YouTube?
So if you can hear this right now, then you remember it just happened.
Sorry. I don't know why I'm sorry. I'm not sorry at all. It's just the way we're doing this. It's late at night, and your boy wants to go.
Your boy does want to go to bed. So then we click Ultra HD in the quick render setting. Make sure that in the render page, that entire timeline is selected. Quick export, export, and then we'll just pick our title here so we don't have to pick it later. And I'm going to pick multitasking. And hopefully that's not a title that we've ever used on this YouTube page, because I really like to, and this does not apply to shorts, but I really like to make it so none of my videos have repeating titles. And that is just something that I started out doing and I have continued to do. So now it is exporting. The render speed is 52 frames per second, and the estimated time remaining is 4 minutes and 10 seconds. Within that 4 minutes and 10 seconds, for the sake of efficiency, we're going to go to our desktop, find the folder, find the 10-minute clip we just filmed, shuffle through it, and we're gonna screenshot using Command-Shift-4 and get one of the back of my head and one where I'm looking at the camera. Man, I look tired. And we are gonna go to Chrome, and I use a website called Background Remover because, and you know what I'm gonna say, it's free. And I'm gonna upload image. So to do that, I'm gonna go upload, desktop, this, and it only lets you do one at a time, sadly. I'm gonna erase the background, do the next one. And if you know me and you know what I make, then you have an idea of what I'm doing right now. Yes, you guessed it. I am making the thumbnail for the very video that is rendering. Okay, so I've finished downloading both of those images. So I immediately make a new tab, go to Canva, which I use because you guessed it, it's free. And immediately in my face is yesterday's thumbnail. I delete all three aspects of that image, which is both the screenshotted background removed photos and the background color of the thing. I go to the top right of Chrome where I can see the two things I just downloaded, and I drag and drop them. Then I select the background color, and Canva has a nice feature where it suggests colors for your thumbnail that match with the images that you have given. So I'm going to pick this darker brown just because I think it matches the part where I'm turned around better. So then I'm going to flip this image horizontally just for the niceness of the thing. And then I'm going to have both mics come out of the center just because, like, that's awesome. Actually, this is really interesting here. I'm just going to share it down. I was going to change it because we made an interesting thumbnail. If you're listening to these words and you're curious, you can go look at the video that I posted on March 11th that it's 10 minutes long, or just the one that's not this episode, and you'll see. It kind of looks like my hand is amputated, and in its place is a microphone that splits into two. I don't know how else to describe that. So now we go back to our DaVinci Resolve and see that we have 1 minute and 37 seconds left in the render. So I'll just go ahead and preemptively open up YouTube and go to the Create tab. So right when it finishes, we can drag and drop the file, add the thumbnail, and click Upload. And then we'll only have this. I've already done the title for this episode. We changed up a bit today. I used red, and I didn't write Keeping It Real. I wrote The Lobster, which I guess I should address at least once in this episode, right? And that's a movie that I just watched, and I didn't even finish it. There was like 5 minutes left, and I clicked off of it. Is that like psychopathic that I did that? Maybe. But the same person that recommended me The Lobster also recommended me the one that I cried about 2 episodes ago with Jim Carrey, that I can't, the Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. So I was like, this one should be good too, but this one was a comedy, but I wasn't like taking it as a comedy, you know. Comedy movies are kind of hit or miss. I mean, all movies are hit or miss. You have to be like in the right headspace. So let's get back to this. The last thing that I have on my agenda, other than this video, which is essentially done, is an Instagram reel. So addressing Instagram reels, my last 2 reels have above 2,000 views, and my last one in particular is about to hit 100 likes. That's about 3x what my reels normally do. And when that sort of thing happens on Instagram, I really feel the urge to keep the momentum going, right? And I never feel that urge on YouTube, really. And it might have something to do with like my family and friends being more attached to Instagram. And I don't feel I'm not letting it consume me, right? I want it to keep going, but I am aware that it's not really within my power, even though it seems like it, right? Even though it seems like if today's reel was me at Jersey Mike's in my uniform, just caring about a monologue, I would get another 2,000 views. And I very well might. That's not like, I really don't like, just because I'm continuing to get 2,000 views doesn't mean that, I don't know, I'm having fun, I guess. Like, I can still want to have 2,000 views and upwards whilst doing what's fun. So in today's Instagram Reel, what I'm going to do is go to a certain Spotify playlist off the song. We'll find it on my phone in a second here. And I'm just going to sing all these songs and stitch it together. I'm going to use this nice camera. So this video has finished, so I can go select file, desktop, select multitasking, upload. I'm willing to bet that I already have used multitasking. I'm just in the description, I'm just going to write, I never repeat titles, because that's just what I'm thinking right now. Follow me on Instagram. Why not? Shameless plug, even though I said I don't usually do that in an earlier YouTube short I just did. And then drag and drop that thumbnail that I just made, and we are, oh, that's weird. Upload file, recents, screenshot. Downloads, is it this? Yeah, it is, okay. Good thing I found it. Next, upload. Or publish is the name of the button. So now we are almost done with YouTube. The only YouTube thing left for the night is this podcast episode. And on this podcast episode, we are gonna, let's see, what are we gonna do? Make our Instagram Reel. So the easiest way to do it, I think, would actually be to film using my phone. Even though I don't want to do that, I think I'm gonna. So I'm gonna go grab my phone, download Instagram, and the problem is, yeah, okay. I'll download Instagram and then I'll use I forgot. Can I unplug this? No. Whoa. Hello? Okay, now we're starting a new recording. Oh man, I hope that everything's okay. Should be good, right? Should be good. Yeah, I mean, you can hear me, so I'm kind of sweating because I feel like I just gave myself more work than I initially needed. I split the audio file in two by unplugging these headphones, and now I'm wondering if me unplugging these headphones was also me realizing that this microphone was the one that was recording all day. I don't think that it was, because when I adjusted the knob, it wasn't. And I clicked save as. Let's just Google what save as means, just for my piece. What does save as do? Save as commands to save a file to a new location or create a copy of a file with a different name. Does save as overwrite the original file? No, okay. All right, we're good. I'm going to go grab my phone and we're going to bang out this Instagram Reel. I'm just going to show you my vision rather than explain to you what it is. And also we lost, oh shit, we lost, I don't know when this episode is going to hit an hour now. That's a big problem. Should have paid attention to that. We can share this. We can airdrop this to my laptop. And hopefully the airdrop feature does not seem like it wants to work right now, though. Also, my mic seems to be oddly quiet. And lo and behold, I left the heavy SD card in and it has gotten really hot. So take that out and So I can't airdrop it because it's doing that thing where it's like currently being written, right? This is tricky. It's okay. You know what we might do? What might end up happening is we might just end up using the camera's audio for the remainder of the episode. That's why we have backups in audio. Regardless, we have to make a reel. We're just going to push forward and try and eyeball the time rather than be sure about it. So I'm going to grab my phone and be right back. Give me 3 seconds. All right, so I have my phone. I'm going to install Instagram. I don't have the app on my phone because, simply put, I don't like having it on my phone. I use it too much. So, here we go. Download. And as it downloads, I'm going to create a queue of tabs on my laptop here for the songs that I want to sing with the snippets that I'd like to sing. So we'll go on Spotify, and I cannot play these out loud because if I play them out loud, this video will get a copyright strike for sure, and I don't want that. Not a strike because I don't make money here, but it will be copyrighted. So I'm gonna search for what I searched for. I can't seem to find it. Weird. Oh, the reason. Yeah, I found it. So I'm going to go to radio. Okay, got it. So we're just going to search the reason. And then we're going to search Iris by this. Yeah, hell yeah. That's the one where it's like, and I give up the world. And then this one's The Last Breath by Creed. And we all know that one. Hold Me Now. How You Remind Me by Nickelback. We're just going to keep on going. I think I want to do like 10. 10 is a good number because I want to do a lot, but I don't want to. We're going to go over the hour limit here, and that's okay. We'll just be well over. How You Remind Me, Drops of Jupiter. Come on, who doesn't know that one? And then next we'll go Good Riddance. That's Green Day. I don't quite know that one, but I probably do. Think for Real, TH, MMRs. What is this one? Clocks, Coldplay. Am I at 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're at 8. I don't quite know that one. Break Even, The Script. Everyone knows that one. What am I supposed to do? And the best part of me is always you. And what am I supposed to say when I'm all choked up and you're okay? I'm falling to pieces, yeah. Damn, Jack, you really hit that shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so this is the last one. She Will Be Loved. I'm gonna make it 11. Sue me. Because I skipped one for She Will Be Loved, but I don't want to skip one. This one's the Wherever You Will Go by The Calling. All right, so now let's find part of or we'll just click play on the song until I know what's happening. This has 1.1 billion views. All right, so assuming Instagram's downloaded, which it is, we're gonna click on the app, go to create reel, and get really excited because this is really exciting. Log into my profile. Click new, continue, allow full access, reel, camera, continue, allow full access, allow. All right, back camera, reel. All right, camera, get started. All right, here we go. I'm really excited for this. My hair's a mess. It's okay. So this is the first song that started this whole like playlist thing. Now I'm almost positive that we're over time now. So by the time I finish this, I'll probably just stop the recording. I'm not a perfect. I'm not a perfect person. Wish I never do. I don't know. I don't like that. How do I restart? How do I start over? Okay. Okay. I'm not a perfect person. There's many things I wish I didn't do. All right, that's one. To touch you. Hold on, this is like, I'm not used to this. Delete this clip. Add clips. And I'd give up forever to touch you, 'cause I know that you'd feel me somehow. All right, add clips. Next one. Hold me now. 6. Hold me now. I'm 6 feet from the edge, and I'm thinking maybe 6 feet is all. All right, that's good. More Nickelback coming up. All right, this one goes Never Made Us Wise Man. Never made it as a wise man. I couldn't cut it as a poor man stealing. Like a blind man. All right. Drops of Jupiter. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. She's back in the atmosphere. Drops of Jupiter in her hair. I don't know. I can do that one. I think I can do that one better. With drops of Jupiter in her hair. All right, yeah. I can do that. Now that she's back in the atmosphere with drops of Jupiter in her hair. That was good. That was good. That was good. That was good. Good Riddance by Green Day. All right. Another turning point. Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Just keep going, just keep going. One more night. One night and one more car. Thanks for the memories, even though they weren't so great. This is Clocks by Coldplay. All right, guys, I'm going to end this Keeping It Real episode here because we've definitely hit the mark. And I'm like, completely unengaged because I'm super engaged in this Instagram reel. So if you'd like to go see it, the link's in the description. And I really appreciate everybody tuning in for episode 73 of Keeping It Real. Good night.